Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. And today I am filming card 3 from the magical Meadow Class in the Post. Big long title. Excuse me while I have a wee drink of my tea. Okay, so this sample card is done in Starry Sky and Granny Apple Green. Yeah, this die is from the Something Fancy dies for the sentiment, and I have embossed this with the snow, what is it, have I got the name on it? Snowflake Sky 3D folder, which is in the Winter Mini Catalogue. The one I'm going to do a card, the same thing, but change up the colours a bit. I was going to say slightly, but maybe a bit more than slightly. So this is still bright, zingy colours. So this time I've got Parakeet Party. I've got layer for inside there. I've got Berry Burst as my other colour, and I have embossed that with the Distress Tile 3D embossing folder. I think that comes with the All About Autumn suite, but it wasn't in stock at the time, so I've just recently got it and I really like it. Really like it. I like the distressed bit about it. Not that you'll see much of that part because I'm going to put a panel over it. Anyway, I got that for my layer. And of course I've started filming, haven't checked, I've got glue that flows. And I'm thinking I will just stick this layer down right away. Which side is which? Yeah, that's the deboss side, and I want to see the embossed side. But sometimes you do want to see the deboss side. So you decide when you're doing your card. So you just emboss your panel with whatever you've got, any embossing folder. It's just to give the whole card just that bit more interest and a bit of texture. And just giving that a good wee while to let the glue take a hold. That's it. Because that was so up and down, I just wanted to make sure. It's just when you emboss, you break the fibres off the card so they, you know, it loses its nice flat feel. And what did I stamp inside? Yeah, just the berries. Now the technique I'm using here is with for the berries is with the markers. Sorry, I've pulled the markers out as well. So long since I did this that my brain kind of has forgotten. I'm just getting myself tuned in. Well, I'm filming this on one very wet Sunday afternoon. But I've been sat on the couch doing other things and yeah, struggling to get my brain back in. Right, so what I'm going to do here is colour the berries in. That's not looking very good. I think I'll give that a bit of a clean with my damp chamois, I think. Just like there was something on the surface of the stamp. That looks better. It might not have been, it might just looks better now. Right, so just using the side of my marker pen. So these Stamp Right markers are great and it's good to buy them along with your ink pad. But they're also good if you're not able to have all the ink pads at once, but you would like access to all the colours, where you can buy these Stamp Right markers in colour families. So you could, you know, and they're a little bit cheaper than the full ink pad. So it does take a wee while to do this bit because you're inking the green parts and the berry parts separately. But I think I only stamp it 4 times or something, so it'll not take too long. But we'll just do it anyway. And if you're crafting along while you're watching this, well, you can always stop it, stop the video while you're doing this, right? And then I'm going to huff on it to moisten it again. So, and basically just do a few of these along the middle of this narrower panel that, and you do have the measure. See how pretty and textural that is, although I think I might have just missed, there you go, nobody will know, the stem there. So again, let's just go in with the marker pen. You do have to concentrate a wee bit doing this, so if I go quiet, it's because I'm concentrating. But it's quite a nice relaxy type of activity. Oh, see, put a green on my berry, but I'm not even going to bother to cover it over. I'll just go over it with the berry one. You use the brush end. So you're colouring in your stamp and then you're transferring that to your paper. That's I love the effect, and it's nice just to have that nice clean colours there. Oh, careful, Janice, careful, careful. I'm a bit dramatic when I have near accidents on the craft table. I need to remind myself it's just paper. Oh yeah, I've just done the green, haven't I? It's the berries I need to do. So just gentle strokes with the side of your pen. So this is the same ink as in your ink pad, so you can do this with any of your stamps. Although in my experience, it works better with red rubber stamps, but you can equally do it with our photopolymer stamps. I'm actually just for quickness on this video, I'm just going to just do that third lot of berries and then put that away. And then I've got my Parakeet Party ink here. And I'm just going to fill in all the gaps with this greenery here, because that's what I did on the first one. You could use any of these foliage stamps. Oh, don't stick your finger in the ink. And my microfiber cloth isn't there, so where is it? It should be there. Is that annoying when something that's always there is not there? Oh, no, I'll need to go and find one. So you're just going right round. Don't worry about overlapping. What you're doing is just getting some foliage and filling up your panel. Make these ones come up in the gaps to meet the one that's coming down. I'm going to go back and fill in, don't worry. Just making a nice decorative panel with these beautiful stamps. And playing with colour, really. You will notice that the ink from the pen is a bit more concentrated. At first I thought I had the wrong pad, but it just... it's just slightly more concentrated, so that's fine, but it's close enough. It all works together. I think we're there, do you? Okay, I just stop at that. And then my usual wee trick, just dip the edge. And I'm not sure if I did that in the other one, but I always find that just finishes it off nicely. And apart from the sentiment, which I'm going to do in Berry Bird, but of course I've not got that pad out. Oh no, I was going to stamp on here too, wasn't I? Right, let's just... okay, and a sentiment, as I say, these are from the Something Fancy dies. Again, like I told you in the last three, I must have been using that. I have lost that. So this might not work. That's too small there. We'll just have to go with Winter Wishes, won't we? I could get another stamp set out. Obviously, you know, if you want to put different sentiments on there. I'm just... totally over inked that. I'll put that to be cleaned. And then there just now I'll just do this print once more for the inside. So I do hope that you are happy with this class and you enjoy it. Comes some fairly different cards in the set, in the kit. Giving you a bit of variety from, you know, fairly straightforward to a bit more complicated. And that's why I felt it was better to have a video for each one. It's such a big class, I wouldn't have been able to teach this in a Zoom. However, remember that I am always available. Just drop me a text if you get stuck. I mean, I could have made mistakes in the instructions or the measurements. That can happen. So if there's anything you're not sure of course, just message me or drop me an email. I'll just do a wee off as well, just to get a wee just like the usual look. She's doing it again. I'm just going to pop that in the card. I don't know where ink just seems to I don't know, gravitate to my hands wherever it is. Right, where is our card base? Let's pop this inside. I'll just have to write a lot down there. That's where I'll sign the card, where I've got that little blob, I don't know. So this is really bright, but sometimes it's nice just to have something bright. But you know, if you don't, you know, if you're not up for the bright blue, then swap out a colour, just swap out what the card I've given you and use one of your own colours. Now another wee trick that I did on this, let's close this up. Is I did a bit of flicking with the marker pen. So just kind of hold the lid at an angle and just and do the same with this. Could have done that, actually could do it on the inside of the card and disguise my blobbies, but I won't. But if you know, if you need to. There we go. Stop there. It just gives it texture and interest. And then just glue this on to the layer that we've got here. Again, all your measurements are in the PDF. And then glue this onto the card. And just position it where it pleases your eye. And then that can go on with dimensionals. Oops, look at that. Move one thing on my desk and everything falls down. You can add ribbon to this if you've got some there. I gave you some ribbon in the kit, didn't I? This beautiful sheer ribbon. You can add a bow. And you can put the sentiment where you want. You could put it in the middle if you wanted, but I kind of prefer it down here. But, you know, do remember it's your card and you do what makes you happy. And then some bling. I think I'll use the clear this time. One there. One there. Actually, put one up here this time. Kind of opposite way round to the other one, in fact. Doesn't matter, just a triangle that will draw your eye, or the person who gets the card from you, draw their eye around all the beautiful detail that you put in there. Oops. So this was one of the more straightforward cards in the kit. I do hope you like it. I'm going to be honest, I do the card and then until I've heard back from you all, I get quite nervous about whether you'll like it or you won't. Because I don't show you all the images in the preview of the class, because I kind of want you to get a bit of a surprise as well once you once you open up the PDF and what have you. So thanks very much. That's card 3 complete. And I'll see you on the next card. Take care.